Mr. Siegel here to talk about solving logarithmic equations. We're just going to be doing two examples, which should set you up pretty nicely. Really, what it is you have to put together two things we've learned: evaluating logarithms and what's it called, the properties of logarithms. If we could put these two things of knowledge together, you'll do great. So let's start with this one. The properties of logarithms is the first thing we need to look at. And remember that plus we can put into a single logarithm like this. That would be log base 2 of x times, right, x minus 2. We're just going to multiply these two because that's what the plus tells us to, and still equal to 3. From here, we actually just do the multiplication. So it's log base 2, x squared minus 2x equals 3. And finally, we have to rewrite this in exponential form. So remember, this 2 is our base and 3 is our exponent. So we're going to rewrite this as x squared minus 2x equals 2 to the third power. Now from here, this is just a quadratic. So we get x squared minus 2x equals 8. And you guys know how to solve it from here. So really it's those first two steps, right? You got to get this plus, you got to put it into multiplication, right? Let's do a little highlighting. So you're just going to multiply this and this, right? And the second part is to rewrite in exponential form. So this is your base, right? And this is your exponent. That's why we wrote it like that. All right, from there we solve. So x squared minus 2x minus 8 equals 0. Always said equal to 0 if it's a quadratic, so we get x minus, let's see, x, x minus 4, x plus 2, and our solutions are x equals 4 and x equals negative 2. And that's that for these. Now if we keep going, let's try this one, these e's. How do we deal with these e's? Well, to get the e to go away, we just take the ln of both sides, right? So the ln e to the x squared is equal to 5. Now the ln and e are inverses of each other, so they cancel each other out, and it just becomes x squared. Oh, sorry. I forgot to take the ln both sides. Equals ln 5. Got to take the ln of both sides, okay? So in our calculator, we're just going to put ln 5. I got one right here. Let's see what we get. We put ln of 5. We get 1.61 when we round it. And then we take the square root to solve. So 1.61 equals, when we take the square root, x equals 1.26 or 27 when we round. And that's your answer for this one. So remember, when you have an e, the way to get rid of the e is just take the ln of both sides, and that will cancel out your e. This question, we actually didn't learn this. So on your worksheets, if you see anything that's written without logs and you can't get the same base. Now usually we'd solve this by getting the same base, right? We can't do that here. There's no way to get 4 and 10 to have the same base. You don't have to do this, so you can just cross it out. And for the stupid people who didn't watch the video, they're going to try doing it and they won't know how. If you do want to learn about it though, come see me and I'll explain how it's done.